Coming off a rather impressive win on the road against Buffalo, Ohio returned to the Convo for its lone meeting with Western Michigan this season. Ohio opened the game up with layups by Aiden Hadaway as well as Javen Simmons for its first 2 field goals. Ohio went on a quick 6-0 spurt to put it up 10-4 just under 3.5 minutes into the game. Western Michigan got the game to within a point, but it would only delay the inevitable barrage for Ohio as it had the offense cooking early. Ohio was able to find space and score from all 3 levels as a team and create open looks with ease. Back-to-back-to-back threes from the trio of Jesse Burris, Keir Kuwani, and Dior Connors put Ohio up 26-18. On the ensuing offensive possession for Ohio, Connors got an offensive board and dished it to Kuwani, who brought the house down with a big-time slam to bring the crowd to its feet. Less than a minute later, Connors knocked down another triple to extend the lead to 31-19 Ohio. He talks about what it meant for him to see a couple of shots go down and make an instant impact off the bench.
It feels great finally to see a couple go in, and it's a great feeling. I'm not gonna lie. Like early on, not being able to shoot the ball well, and definitely seeing them going in late, it's really just a good feeling. Staying in the gym, just trusting in my work, really, but it's a great feeling.
The Bobcats would be able to maintain its comfortable lead as the first half wore on. Simmons would convert on an and-one layup to kickstart an 11-0 run for the Bobcats over 4 minutes to go up 42-24 on the Broncos. Jackson Pavlovsky capped off a strong first half for the Bobcats with a layup in the waning seconds of the half to make it 44-28 at the break. The second half got underway and Ohio continued to get into a good rhythm on offense. J.J. Kelly got a 3 to fall and would make a layup as well a few possessions later. That would be one of the stories of the night for Ohio, as it had a very balanced scoring attack. Head coach Jeff Bowles discusses what his team did especially well on offense to keep Western Michigan at bay.
Yeah, I mean, all year it's kind of been like that, evenly spread around, guys sharing the basketball, and when you play complementary basketball inside out, and inside out can be Pav driving in there. It's fun to watch. It's fun to play in. The ball moves, you shift the defense. And I've said it all year, when we make shots, we're a different team.
For the majority of the second half, the teams traded points, although Ohio was never in true danger of losing its grip on the game. Western Michigan watches Jalen Griffith and Jaden Brewer both had standout offensive performances, but little help. Meanwhile, Ohio kept rolling along, and another and-one layup that Simmons got to spin around the bucket would go down. Simmons caught fire in the second half, scoring 10 of his 17 points in the second. With the game largely at hand, Ohio continued to hold its double-digit lead, with A.J. Sheldon knocking down a 3 to put the finishing touches on a 91-71 win for Ohio. The win for Ohio might have come against one of the teams at the bottom of the MAC, but Bowles believes that league standing is irrelevant in how he evaluates this win.
I've said this before, anybody can beat anybody on any night, and you got to bring your A game. And if you don't have that mental fortitude, a team goes on a run. We withstood some runs. And, you have to respect everybody, and, we're not good enough to, come in and just roll the balls out. And I think that's where you depend on your seniors, guys that have been in the program before. And, we need to maintain this edge, this focus, and this urgency.
Ohio will hit the road for the second leg of the MAC Sun Belt Challenge when it faces Old Dominion on Saturday at 7 p.m. in Norfolk. For Bobcat Showcase, I'm Marc Goldstein.